afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the Global Guided Meditation Call. This is Jared Rand at 3 p.m. Eastern, January 22nd, 2019. Be careful at this time on the planet. There are many surfacing information and coming from different sources that play on your lower frequencies. Okay? Usually when you come across something and you start having doubt because of what you read or what you heard, and that turns into a festering energy where it starts causing you to be deluded from the standpoint of all of a sudden not believing certain things that you had previously felt positive with. And see, and this is why I always say that you're the master, because when the mind and the ego start playing in, they start causing you to drop in your frequencies. And as you drop, you fall back into the goop, and you start viewing things with clouded vision. And this is what happens. So, in today's meditation, I'm going to call it just basically be careful, because of the fact that there are so many things happening, and you feel those things. It doesn't mean you hear them. You feel them. So when you hear things, you kind of make a comparison without knowing subconsciously. So it gets miscombobulated. So we want to make sure that you understand that a lot of the things that start to pull you are illusions, right? Also, passing judgment is another low frequency. Judging others, starting to think that, oh, maybe they have an ulterior motive, oh, maybe they're not what they say they are. And all of these things start coming in, and it comes from the ego. And once you fall victim to the ego drives you for it to be never enough. Never enough. It's incessant, ringing, causing you to continually pursue the lower frequencies, continually judge, and then becomes cynicism, negativity. All of these things fall into play. Pessimism, criticism. It is something that people say it's inherent in humanity. I don't believe it's inherent. I believe it's because humanity has been so steep in these lower vibrational frequencies basically forever that they don't know any better. It's just what they follow. It's what they see. It's what they grow up with, what they learn. And, when you grow up in a matrix, just about everything that you think is real is not. It's false. No. And the best way to describe that is the depiction in the movie series The Matrix, the trilogy of The Matrix. You can watch that, and it can literally depict to you what real is and what real isn't, what the illusion is. Look beyond the illusion. Look to what is. We are creating values, and we are building wealth. And you cannot do that if you slip back into prehistoric thought process. It's basically survive. Eat or be eaten type of an attitude. And that's what's gotten this I emphasize it because it is necessary to emphasize it repeatedly so that people understand it. You can step the wrong way and you're back in the goop. And before you know it, everything deteriorates. Your viewpoints, your mood, your lightness, your happiness, your joy, your bliss dissipates quickly. You fall back into the goop, and you're back in the goop. I see a lot of diversity and comments and letters that I read that people send, and I see them stepping in the goop. That's what they're doing. Habits are hard. They're challenging to end. Bad habits that don't serve you for the greater good. And we must elevate ourselves into the greater good, is expand ourselves into the greater good. Because when you're happy and joyous consistently, you don't entertain those self-destructive, destructive, upending, disrespectful, discrediting, energies. Whether you do it to yourself, whether you reflect it outwards to others, it doesn't matter. It's the same dank, low frequency. It's the difference between being in beautiful skies and a light breeze and fresh, clean air and a brook, a babbling brook, if you will, compared to being in a sewer system deep underground with dankness and smells and darkness and goopiness and slipperiness. That's about the difference between those two energies. You can see what it's done to the planet, what it's done to our civilization. It doesn't make any sense to continue to entertain it whatsoever. So be careful as you maneuver in that body, and make sure that you don't become separated from your divinity. That's when this stuff starts pouring in and flooding you. Worry, stress, fear, doubt, cynicism, pessimism, ridicule, judgment, all of the things that create the ending of civilization, that generate the ending of life, not accelerate it, enhance it, expand it, embrace it. It's the opposite. It's the path to self-destruction, eventuality. It's what happens. Path of self-destruction. So I don't think that any of you would care to continue to entertain those energies, if at all possible. So it's practice, practice, practice. Be aware, be clear, be careful. So if you will, and there's been, again, there's been rumors about, the 2012 portal and the compromising, and, all of these people putting information out there. Q is either false or real, blah, blah, blah. You are the master. You vibrate. When you vibrate at a higher frequency, you're able, the majority of the time, to differentiate between smoke, mirrors, and truth. Right? So use discernment. Be careful, really, seriously, as your appetite to find the truth and to discover things out there draw you to these different subjects and editorials and paragraphs and information written, hearsay, and who said this and who said that. Remember something. Everybody has an opinion. And most of the information that you read is texted in opinion. It's from one source to another source to another source. It isn't set in stone, so to speak. So use lightness when reviewing this information, because if you take it as the gospel, as the truth of the Creator, it can also, it can make, it's almost in a delusional pattern that it can create for people. So if you will, go to a place where you're not going to be interrupted. And I'm sure most of you are, and as I talk, you're going to want to breathe. Breathe in through the nose. Breathe out through the mouth. And at the same time, you're relaxing. So as you breathe in through the nose, you want to hold at 1001, 1002, 1003. And you're going to exhale through the mouth. And while you're breathing, you are relaxing the body. As you relax the body and you breathe, you begin to drop away all preconceived notions and ideas that do not serve the greater good of all. Any destructive thoughts, anger, doubt, cynicism, pessimism, negativity that do not serve you for the greater good, and that means that it's not uplift your frequency. Your mood is not uplifted. You are not in joy. You are not in happiness. You are not bliss. These are all things that, as you relax the body, you let them just, you give them love, and you let them go. They don't serve you at all. They disrupt you. They take you out of the now. They try to catapult you into the future. Worry, 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 stress, fear, worry, 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 stress, fear. And as you're breathing in and the body is relaxing, you're breathing in divine positive energy. This is a clarity. This is a signal from our creation, from Prime Source Creator God, that communicates to each and every one of us is to be careful. It's almost like you hear a voice saying, be careful, my children. Be careful. I am your parent. I am your creator. I am watching over you. I am guiding you. Be careful in the lower dark recesses of frequencies. Be kind. Be aware. Be kind to yourselves. Be kind to others. Be aware. So as you breathe this in, it clarifies things for you. It clears the smoke and mirrors out of the way. It identifies the what is and not the illusion. And as you breathe this in, this energy, this awareness from our Creator is, you see and feel happiness and joy and bliss and prosperity. For that's what is being created. There isn't anything else being created. We move up continuously, so we're creating paradise. So that's an awakening energy that we're breathing in. And as we exhale, we're exhaling all of the things that have attached or tried to hang on to us. The weight, the burden that pulls at you, it keeps you forlorn at times, and depressed at times, and stressed at times, and negative at times. You're expelling it. You have no need for it. It doesn't serve you any purpose at all, except disruption. Now what we do is we fold into our heart mind. That's just below the neck where the two bones meet, come together, and you move down about 6 inches and you go in through the heart mind. The heart mind is the power source of your path direction, of your awareness, of love, of compassion, of understanding. So it absorbs in, you flow, you go in deep and you move up. Your frequencies continue to accelerate upward. So you move in deeply and you move up. So you're moving forward and you're going up. Deepen up, deepen up, deepen up. And as you do this, you find yourself completely immersed in beautiful light energies. The golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God's deep eternal love, the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple transmuting flame, the violet ray, the white fire. All of these wonderful energies and frequencies that you are part of. It's intensified and flows through you head to toe, inside and out, both etherically and physically. You are aware, you are clear of this beautiful, vibrant frequency energy. And as it swirls around you and you're part of it, you are completely protected from all destructive, vile, low frequencies. And the only thing that can penetrate this field is deep eternal love, the Prime Source Creator God. So it comes in, you see your higher self, you blend with your higher self, you become one immediately with your higher self, where the spiritual and the physical merge, where you, the spiritual, are heaven, and the body that you're in is earth. So you bring heaven to earth. This is what we're doing. We're transforming this planet into a higher frequency, moving in accordance with her directed path to exist in a higher level of bliss and happiness and joy and peace and prosperity. So arm in arm, hand in hand, we form our circle of light, and we ascend, we elevate, we move up. Our frequencies, as we do this effortlessly, our frequencies, we can feel them vibrating at a much higher energy. We feel the love, we feel and experience the peace and the joy as we float up. The higher we go, the more we feel, the more we're immersed, the more we are flooded and saturated with these loving energies. And as we're floating up, we call upon all of the light energy beings from all universes, all dimensions, all existences of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the ascended masters, Kuan Yin, Maitreya, Buddha, Lakshmi, Ganesh, Abundantia, Moria, Saint Germain, Sananda, Jesus, Gaia, all of the ascended masters of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the archangels, the cherubim, the seraphim, the archetypes. We call upon all of the angels of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of our loved ones who have passed in this life and all lifetimes that we have inhabited, who are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all of the beings in inner earth and hollow earth who are of deep eternal love, from deep eternal love, to join us in this meditation, and we lovingly, graciously thank them. We call upon all the galactics of benevolence, of love, who are assisting this civilization, humanity, in ascension and breaking free of our enslavement and bondage on this planet. They are of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love, and we graciously, lovingly thank them. We call upon all of the light energy beings housed in the following forms: the trees, the elements, earth, fire, water, and air, of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love to join us in this meditation. And we lovingly, graciously thank them, mermaids, dolphins. We call upon all life, all sea life, all life on this planet to join us in this meditation of deep eternal love and from deep eternal love. And we lovingly, graciously thank them. We look up and we see our meditative sphere, holding all of our meditations that we have done, enacted since last year, February 12th, swirling and vibrating with a multitude of prism colors of the golden white pink light of Prime Source Creator God, the emerald green flaming healing light of Archangel Raphael, the purple transmuting flame violet ray, and the white fire. We feel this energy, this frequency, this vibration. It is powerful. It is in constant motion. It is sending out pulses of light energy, embracing and saturating all that it comes in contact with, neutralizing negativities, lower frequencies. We feel the rain on the tops of our heads. It is a warm, each drop immediately is penetrating in through our physical forms and our etherical. It saturates us from head to toe. It rejuvenates us. It regenerates us. It heals us. We feel a caring come over us, an embrace, a nurturing, a protectiveness, to be careful, to view things from softness, tenderness, care, understanding, to look beyond the illusion and see what is. Do it from this voice, from Prime Source Creator God, guides us, prepares us, communicates with us nonstop. So when we are confronted with things that cause us to fall back, that we become judgmental, that we become critical, is to eliminate those frequencies by elevating ourselves higher into love, peace, joy, and prosperity. And this is what we are sending to our brothers and sisters of this planet, of Gaia, of Earth, of Terra Christa. We are sending this communication. If they are asleep, we communicate with their higher selves. And their spirit souls, higher selves, are aware. And this incessant weight on humanity to keep it in turmoil, in fear, in judgment, in guilt, in lack of, no longer has adhesion. It slips away. Understanding that our guidance is upward, that our elevation is continuing, that our frequencies are increasing to a higher level, that all of this debris that we have entertained can no longer affect us in constant interaction. It is being alleviated as we move up, and we know this, so we know to stay away from any catalyst that can cause us to slip back into it. This takes love for ourselves, tenderness and care, respect and honor, carrying us to a higher and higher level of understanding. This is for all of humanity. This is for the planet. This is for all life. This is to be careful. For each and every one of us to be careful. And to view it, and to see the softness and the beauty and the love and the light and the care that is everywhere. I join you in meditation, and I'll return mindful awareness energy with you throughout the rest of the day into the evening, to the night, and the next morning. It's very important that we are clear, that we identify the frequencies that come in that are so subtle at times that they trick us. And we find ourselves back in it without even knowing it. It is important for us to continue with our frequencies, increasing them, harmonizing them. And we know that by being in peace and joy and love and prosperity and goodness and happiness, increases our vibrational frequency. When you are love and you send love, this is the increase of the frequencies. When you are in anger, negativity, judgment, it distorts the energy fields. It pulls the frequencies lower and lower. And we have a separation of high frequencies and low frequencies. Mid-range frequencies. We will have a TFCC call tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern on this line. We're going to cover financial restructuring. We're going to cover the truth of restructuring and what it really means. And we're going to talk also about all of the information that is being slung out there for people to either ignore or to acknowledge. We're going to discuss those avenues as things are accelerating and things are happening that I think a lot of people don't know just quite because they can't see it, so they don't believe it. Sometimes it has to be discussed and shared so that people can get a better handle on things and have a better understanding of things. So that'll be on the TFCC tomorrow night. Bring peace with you. You are peace. Carry it about the day in love and happiness and joy for yourself and all around you, everywhere.